to go?
Yes.
Tamarissa, are you good to go?
Hoi hoi!
Allie, you good to go?
Yes.
Reed, how
Sound
about you?
good.
All right. I noticed that none of you did it in the other languages you were practicing.
Reed did.
I did it in German.
I forgot.
Not. Is that German?
Yeah.
All right.
I heard you, Reed.
You're seen, Reed.
That's good.
You are enough.
No, he's not.
Ah!
I feel most
Glorious
of the time.
hair, Ben.
Okay,
Glorious hair.
let's mute Ben. Let's just kick off Ben off the stream. Reed, you've got
That's
that
fair.
power.
I've had it coming. Yeah, that's true.
I
Reed,
need a
you
week
beautiful
off to
soul.
recuperate from my vacation.
Vacation from this vacation. And as you are, Callista, standing here at the, surrounded by the guards at the castle. Jin, are we okay to say that Cray was also with Kiana and Callista at the palace?
Yeah, because we all were at the Red Lotus Inn, I think.
Oh yeah,
we were
that's where
starting
they
with you,
came in
Brian.
to pick her up.
Yeah, that's where they went to go pick her up.
Yeah. Something's ringing a bell.
Well, they brought you
Well-
to the palace.
Yes, and so they took us all, and then they were gonna take Callista, and then the rest of us were like, you aren't taking Callista without us, so we all decided to go.
Helpful. Thank you.
So yes, Cray is there. Long story short.
Leandros and about 30 other guards stand and look at Callista. Leandros says, I trust that you know what happened last night.
Yeah, she was with us in the room.
Sorry, Ben, you were very faint.
I trust that you know what happened last night.
Yeah, she was
No.
in the room.
Not with you.
And as he says this, it's almost as if time slows down for a moment, as the vision of what's happening here is carried elsewhere.
Fuck you, Chelsea.
So I'm trying to play with them on their terms, Chelsea says. She says, I'm trying. I offer to make them deals. I tried to work with Callista, which is kind of weird because I thought she, would work with anybody if you pick up the innuendo that I'm slut-shaming her. And I thought that, maybe there'd be some collaboration. But then they fight me on this. So then I send them a little package to let them know that I'm serious. And what do they do? I think, okay, so they've chosen a rivalry. No. They've chosen regicide. So apparently I have to wait for that whole thing to get resolved before we can have our little back, which is fine. I have other work to do. They were a distraction anyway. I was just I should leaning into it, I was just starting to get it going. I forgot to revive Chandras before I did this. We had to start the whole thing again. Let's run it back! You all at the palace, or say that you were back at the inn. Leandra says, yes, you were at the inn. I'm sure that there were witnesses to that effect. You're very efficient. You were also very known, correct?
Yes.
And you are known for your cleverness, your magics, and the like, for using those to save Thylia.
Oh, thank you.
So, which magics did you use to assassinate the queen? Did you arrive invisibly? Did you charm somebody into doing this for you?
I
Or was
think
it?
I think we all need to just take a second because I didn't kill anybody.
Andrew says, that's not the question here. But if you want to refute that, you're welcome to prove otherwise.
Okay, well then I'll answer your question, which is I used no magic because I didn't assassinate any queens last night.
Then what happened?
I mean, my wife got here and we were in an inn, so I don't know how much detail you want, but I mean, I'm sure you can imagine.
She didn't assassinate a queen, but she did some ass. Does that clarify things for you?
The Queen of Aricia has been murdered. She is dead. And
Well-
there are hours. I am not done talking. There are hours, if not minutes, before the city finds out and is thrown into a panic. I'm glad you have your flippant jokes. I'm glad you have your witty comebacks about who you laid with and what debauch activities you did, but you are the alleged heroes.
Yeah, and who did the alleging here about like who killed who? What proof do you have that she did it other than this?
I've laid out my
assumed-
proof.
Uh-huh.
I've laid out my proof. If you wish to prove otherwise, I'm given to understand that you have been able to track down a great many answers and items and monsters and gods. Find who did this and prove they did it. And clear your name.
Is that
Otherwise,
your
it
job? Like you're basically saying that she's guilty and you're proven innocent. What is
yes.
that all about? Uh-huh. Okay. Arizianal's greatness, I suppose.
So, you mean to tell me that you don't have any truth magic?
That's right.
I can speak to the priests. I can find information, but you are, for very obvious reasons, the top suspect, and you are asked. You are
Go get them
implored.
and ask us again. Simple as that.
Kyra goes, I think I get what's going on here. And she steps in, she goes, can I just, she steps in front of like the others, can I just 1 second? And she goes, can I do something real fast?
To us?
She can just trust me. I'm gonna do something really weird.
Of course.
Yeah, go for it. We trust you.
Okay. She's gonna walk over to Leandra. She's just gonna stand up straight and hold the spear and the shield, and she's gonna go, excuse me, I'm just gonna. And she reaches over to him. Boop! And she boops him on the nose.
Oh boy.
And he looks at her, his face just contorted in anger, and he says, are you finished? She goes, yeah. And she turns around and looks at you guys and goes, comes over and goes, am I allowed to call for huddle still? I know I'm not like the team mascot anymore, but is that okay?
You can always call
Ollie.
for a huddle, Kyra.
And she goes, and by the way, we were, but I can tell you about it later in detail. I can write you, like, it gets great, but that's later. And she's gonna come over and she's gonna go, I don't think you guys know who you are right now.
Of course we
Um,
know who we are. That's Kiki. That's Cal, and I'm Kray.
You guys have slayed titans. It was pretty hot, but you did. If he
Okay.
wanted to arrest you guys right now, what would you do?
Teleport out.
Yeah. And if you stopped the teleport and drew arms, what would you do?
Probably smack everybody unconscious.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
If you guys killed the queen, there's nothing they can do about it.
Okay.
The only thing that they can do is appeal to your better nature, because I've seen that look. I've seen that a lot. And that's the type of anger somebody has when they wish they could do something about it, but they can't. And I saw most people have it towards the end of my time with Esther. You can go up there and you can poke them and they won't do anything because they know that you could kill them. Guys, maybe metaphorically, not literally, but your God's here in this city. So
Well, we don't want
you
to.
can decide how this plays out, but it's up to you.
God, where's Cleon?
I
I
know,
don't
right?
know. I keep reaching out to him, and I keep thinking every time you guys update me, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, this is when he comes back," and I'm just waiting. Like, wouldn't it be great if he like did this big reveal right now and he came in and started throwing out legalese or something? It's so cool.
Well, you know what, Hal, you're pretty like, I don't know if your legalese is any good, but I mean, you can like talk to people. I only punch people. I don't think that's a good way to like handle the situation.
I think the question is, are we interested in helping find who did kill the queen, or is that like a him problem?
That's a him problem.
Actually, the question is bigger than that. The question is, who do you guys want to be? Because you guys could walk out of here right now, and none of them could stop you, and history would remember you as people who probably killed the queen and got away with it. There's nothing he can do.
Kiki, what do you want to
You
do?
guys could kill me if you wanted to. I'm kind of hoping that you won't, but
Well, that's
Kind
not
of
gonna-
hoping.
Well, that's not going to
I'm
happen.
trying to make a point.
The only way that you get killed is if you get too tired in bed. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's
Okay.
between you and Cal.
That's not going to happen. My stamina's. Listen, you guys get what I'm trying to say, though.
Okay, Kiki, what do you want to do?
I just want them to leave us alone. We didn't fucking do this.
Cal, what do you want to do?
I mean, I'm curious. I kind of want to know who did it, but like, not more than I want to save Chandra's.
I don't give a shit about anybody but Chandra's right now. So I could give two shits less what happens in Arisa and what our reputation is here. I don't give a shit. But if you can
about
somehow, huh?
What about Amitros?
Mitros
looks
doesn't
like
give a
Kiki.
shit.
What about Astoria?
They're not gonna believe Arisia, are they? Okay, Cal, I don't know. I feel like you have the best ability to talk these people because clearly I just punch things.
Okay. Okay. So
If you guys want to leave, leave.
we can't leave yet. We don't even have everybody with us. Like, does anybody even know where Narcissus is?
I mean, I could probably find him, but he's probably somewhere like, I don't know, trying to get a lot of attention or something. I guess I could probably get in that mindset really easily if I tried.
Okay. Let me just see what helping would entail. Like how bad this is. I'll see what I can find out.
Oh, also mechanically, Kyra didn't touch on it, but like the reason they're not bringing Zone of Truth and everything is because you guys have like incredible saving throws and 90 million magic tricks and have seen and dropped and discarded more magical items than the common layman knows exists. It would be very conceivable to them that you guys would be able to just block and save that, and there's no point. That is further going with the theme of you guys, the characters, are in a situation you've never been in it before, which you are actually genuinely above the law and only held accountable to it as much as you wish to be people that let themselves be held accountable to the law.
But like mechanically, you know if somebody resisted throw.
Yeah, you do, because Allison knows every magical item in all of D&D canon because she's got tabs open. Leandros doesn't have those tabs. He knows that there are people that have tricked the gods and titans and outwitted them and found secrets that are meant to be found and have rewritten fate a million billion things.
You're right. Okay.
If you want to pull up the Dungeon Master's Guide and show him the list of items that would give this away,
No.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't have tabs open either. I just know that spell.
I know. I was thinking about this before about how like this weird the situations in the city. I was looking through all of the encounters that happen, and I was like, these players could body every one of these, and so I just like realized that needs to be what the story's about from here on out.
Okay, so okay. Here's the thing. I didn't kill anybody. I mean, I didn't kill anybody last night. I'll put it that way. I definitely did not kill a queen. what happens next for your government?
We need time to plan who will replace the queen. And it's going to be a difficult decision. And she doesn't make appearances for days. We are running against the hourglass here because any moment a rumor
Tammy, I
can get to
think
the
you're
city.
breathing. Sorry, into the mic.
Oh. Sorry.
Right.
Any moment the rumor could break out in the city and the rumor becomes the truth. And then there's panic. We need to have an answer.
So, here's the thing. I mean, you can understand why perhaps it's not like the most tempting proposition for us to help you solve the murder of somebody who wanted to have us exiled from the city, right?
He just sort of flares his nostrils in anger and looks at you. He is not going to empathize with this argument at all. He will mentally understand it, but he would rather die than speak a word suggesting that he totes gets it. Why you would want the queen? Why you'd want this to stay this way? Both are most loyal bodyguard and also kind of in love with her. He's not gonna be like, yeah, I get it.
I mean, there is resurrection magic out there.
It is difficult, and our most powerful diviners may not know it, but if you wish to provide this, that may set a lot. It may
You seem
address
to be
this.
quite inadequate sort of court for this queen. Like, usually...
We were good at protecting her from the majority of peoples. There is the Palladium, which prevents intruders from the outside.
Okay, so who
People
was supposed to
teleporting
be... Who was in charge of protecting her last night? Instead of trying to blame us, why don't you start investigating and figuring out who the hell did this? Instead of pointing the fingers at us because we happen to be guests that she happened to just not like.
Like, did you search her quarters? Did you see anything at all? Any type
Or
of
did you
like...
just come in and basically accuse Callista?
I mean, you
We did
found
not
a
find-
sword, you said.
We found the sword,
Okay.
which reminds me, yes,
Did you get any fingerprints off of them? Like, can you do like, I don't know.
fingerprints.
Oh, maybe this is a type of technology that isn't known here.
If it wasn't you, thank you for mentioning the sword. If it wasn't you, then it would perhaps be the one whose blade made the kill. And you would say, and you would gesture, and you would see this elven man in his prime, which is say like only a mere 300 years old. With this his left arm has been severed a long time ago. And he walks in with two guards at his side. And Landra says, you could have had an alibi, given that it was Hero's sword and your motivation. Hero's sword. Let me see. Melpomene did leave the sword there, correct?
On her chest, yeah.
And he goes, this, and he throws the blade at the ground. Let's do this. Here's a roll we haven't done in a while.
Ooh. Ooh.
Homie.
All of you click to roll.
Ah.
Kiana, you alone make the connection that this is the blade that belonged to Melpomene. You make the connection immediately, Kiana. Cray and Callista do not.
Mhm.
It's a very, very fancy sword, but like, this is a whole city built on fancy martial training of all kinds.
So you have a suspect with a motive but no means, and a suspect with means but no motive, correct?
Proceed with what you're saying.
Well, it sounds like you need time. But if your intention was to squash rumors, marching into the city and arresting me in public was probably not the best way to do that.
That means at the moment that the rumors get out, they will know that justice is already being served.
Mm.
However, you could also have been a key witness in proving who really did it. All anyone knows was that you were involved.
Yeah, and you have wonderful protection for your amazing queen here.
We
who
failed.
Obviously, clearly, how are you protecting your citizens? Anybody can have anything stolen from them, and it is so easy to frame other people.
Yes,
Why
you could
would
steal
we,
from
the
anybody you want to get away
heroes,
from it.
do this? Don't you think we have better things to do?
I don't know why you would do it. I do know that no one was able to get to her until yesterday, in the same week that the heroes came into town. No, not anybody could do things like this. This was done by somebody who could elude a number of guards that have been trained for this exact situation.
Well, I think you need to start organizing yourself and do like an internal investigation within your own little messed up fucking court setup that you have here, and let us get on with our business here. We
one's
actually have
stopping you.
important things to do.
No one is stopping you. You know that.
Well, thank you. I think we are done here.
Kara sort of turns and looks at you like, yeah. You just look like, are we? Are we done? But that's just, she has no sway over you, especially anymore. It is, if like Leandra said, like Kara's saying, do you want to walk away? You can walk away.
I think we need to go and check and see what else of ours has potentially been stolen, so that we can let you know ahead of time, so that in case somebody decides to frame us.
And just
Someone
goes,
stole from us?
Allie's upset. What'd you say, Kiki?
Someone stole from us?
Kiki, do you want to elaborate or say something to her? Like, what are you motioning to her right now?
Callista, sword. Callista, sword. Callista, sword.
Leandros goes, the hero, was it not your sword? And he goes, that sword stolen from me by the Minotaur who took this arm.
Speak up, Minotaur. That what?
The Minotaur that took this arm, Zakroth, he stole the sword from me ages ago.
Okay, so then
Dude.
Zakharoth killed it.
Quirin.
I don't know. That's their way of thinking.
Do
Dummies.
they know that we killed Zakroth?
Apparently not.
Nope. I mean, you guys didn't announce it when you came into the city, did you?
No, we were gonna come
No.
talk to the queen about it.
Yeah, you were. Yes, you were.
So maybe it was Zakharoth then.
He goes, if Zakroth somehow got into the city,
Mm-hmm.
we can look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you think may have happened?
Well, why are you like, it got stolen from Hero. You have him. How is he supposed? He only has one arm. I mean, no offense, Hero. You're probably an amazing warrior, regardless.
I've trained
But-
very hard to compensate for this, yes.
I assume so, and I really appreciate that. But why are you pointing fingers at Callista when it was Zakharoth probably who did it? Because if he was the one who stole the sword, that's why you have to do an internal investigation and get back to us on this stupid stuff. Find out who was guarding the queen. Maybe they know something.
We will look into this.
Are we free to go?
You've always been free to go. I think you know that.
No, we're not. We're not going to leave things. We never leave things if we can't help it.
You're just gonna say, because wasn't there another one of you here? I know that the wizard wasn't here, but there was another one.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
had,
fade. Sorry.
we had
Allie?
a couple of people traveling with us.
And as we cut away, Echo and Milpomene on the ship.
Yeah.
Echo just waking up. Just in that morning, just we should probably see how the others are doing. The others, they're doing. But you slept well?
For the time I was sleeping, sure.
Okay. And he says, "This something changed with you. It's different. I don't know what it is. I don't know you as well as I know the other heroes. It's interesting and new. It's interesting and new."
That's what I aim for.
Are you going to leave? Are you going to leave?
I think my paths walk in the same way as the rest of them, at least for the time being.
I'm going to give you an insight check. The others are like fighting for their lives in Legacy in a legal trial, and you're like having a conversation the morning after with basically a fangirl, essentially. And I mean, she's a lot more than that, but in this context. And she's like,
I rolled a 2, so that's 14.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, how dare you?
That was fun.
So I was gonna say this is a woman who was thoroughly casually discarded by Narcissus, and also knows that the heroes are capable of a whole lot and doesn't know a lot about Melpomene. She genuinely has no idea whether this was a one-night thing with Melpomene and a groupie, or whether she made a real connection or what. She is unsure and kind of braced for whatever the answer might be.
Yeah, this was definitely heat of the moment, like, as far as Mel's concerned.
FWBs, y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Gotta get the adrenaline down somehow.
Is that what you say to her?
I don't necessarily know. I don't think Mel is thinking of it on that level. Like, she understands what Echo is looking for. But also it's like, yeah, but get over yourself.
I think that's the theme we're rolling into in this part of the campaign, is that the only repercussions you guys are going to have from anyone is how you choose to see yourselves. Like,
So-
what could possibly... Kyra can't say shit about you at this point. Like, what are you guys going to do? So Echo just looks and just goes, okay, well, she looks at you and sort of sees this distance and just says, okay. Do we need to go visit the others at the Red Lotus Inn?
We
Inn?
probably should. I feel like that's probably a good idea.
I'm gonna get dressed. And let's
My heart breaks.
and she will put on clothes. Those in the audience who wish to, you can retroactively realize that they've both been naked this conversation. Are you gonna do anything else, Melpomene?
I think just getting ready and, getting ready to go out. Maybe I'll check with Lorius and with Nessa, since they were left on the boat as well. Or at least we had asked them to go back to the boat.
They definitely would.
I just want to, sort of check with them, make sure Lorius is not dead.
Lorius is recovering very, very well. Lorius is laying, like, Nessa is curled around so that he can be, like, laying his head, like, on her tummy, like, she's like, half horse, and laying on her tummy, and she is just, like he's got like a hot towel on his head, and she is just like, or like feeding him wine and making sure that he has snacks and just making like the softest like oh sounds. And he's just like, he goes, I appreciate the care. Yes, I really do. But you were the one that was in battle. I was injured. Let me take care of you, my sweet. And she goes, oh, it's okay. I'll be fine. I just want to make sure that you're okay. Like, you can be the injured one for a little bit, and then I'll be an injured one a little bit later. And he goes, but my dear, it's just that if you can wait to be the injured one, then are you really injured? She goes, well, I can pretend. And Loris looks over and goes, Melpomene. Oh, Echo. Well, good for you. And Echo, hi, Loris. Hi, Loris. And he goes, well, if you two are you two going to be staying with us for a little while? Maybe play some music.
Plan is to get back out to the city as soon as we can, but just wanted to make sure you weren't, dead.
He goes, I can't ever be. He goes, I can't die just yet. Nessa goes, we're not like finished with our honeymoon, so like he's needs to be okay until that's over. He goes, I'll be fine. He looks around the ship and goes, are we coming with you all?
For the moment, I think you might as well stay and recuperate. I don't think that there's any real need to have you out there. I don't even know what our next step is, but let's see if we can find the rest of these yahoos, and then we can make plans from there.
And he goes, well, I know that you're going to succeed. You're with the Dragonlords, and they don't fail. So, good luck to you. And Nessa goes, this was a lot of fun. If you want to stay with us later, you can come on a honeymoon with us, the two of you. And goes, no. Probably something else you want to do.
I'm just going to slowly back away.
And Echo's just, no, it's okay. We don't need to go on that trip. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'll see you. And you guys head out. Are you going to go to the Red Lotus Inn?
Yeah, I'm going to sort of, chuck Echo on the shoulder.
You throw her over your shoulder?
No, not throw her, just, give her a little, friendly bop on the shoulder.
Wow, that's so romantic.
Old buddy tap.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay.
Let's go. Daylight's wasting.
Yeah.
Bloody awkward way to go, Mel.
Yeah.
And
Mel ruins everything.
It's only awkward.
Jesus.
Let it be awkward. You just keep moving.
So it would not be long before Melpomene, do you want to say that you found out what happened, or that they were pulled away? Because it would not be hard to find that those details.
Yeah, if we could.
And if you find that out, what would you do with that information?
So we know at this point that the Dragonlords have been kidnapped under suspicion.
You know that the guards came and collected them, and that they were brought. And they came and looked at them, and that they were brought to the palace. But you don't know anything else, and there's rumors about what happened. Everybody's speculated on everything from like, oh, they're going to be made royal guards to the queen, to they are going to oversee the next tournament. To one person says maybe they assassinated the queen, and then one person just says, well, maybe they're going to go on a new adventure, and we get to be the first to hear about it. So what would you like to do?
I'm going to sort of take this tentatively, since obviously I know what's going on. I think we're going to try to reconnoiter the palace and see what's happening.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? That's not a real word. Do
Yes,
that
it
again
is.
with real words.
Reconnoiter. To
Okay, well-
engage in reconnaissance.
Ooh, I learned something today.
Recon.
Yeah, I was about to say. Look, I mean this as the most self-effacing observation of my own insufficiency possible. But bitch, you couldn't just say recon.
Reconnoiter, that makes sense.
That sounds like hooking up with Echo again. Um,
That'll be re-echoer. then.
I'm just trying to reassess her vulnerabilities.
Oh.
so are you gonna sneak through the palace then, or what are you doing?
More sort of hang around the outside and see what we can find out from, like, the palace gates.
Hmm. So but is it sneaking? Am I giving you a stealth roll? Let me play it bare.
No, I don't think we'd sneak necessarily, as just to sort of casually peek in and be like, try not to be suspicious. I don't know, maybe that is a sneak roll, now that I'm thinking of it.
You told me. All right. You rolled a nat 1, so you only got a 13. Oh, I don't like you.
High levels of wheat.
So, what was it? You learn that, yeah, there's some rumor. Apparently, there's some serious guard investigation going on involving the heroes, but nobody's able to figure out what because it's heavily guarded. Very top secret stuff. Like, the palace is by design out in the open where anybody could hear it, but like, which is mostly usually for transparency. But also, there's the unofficial tactic of guards blocking out the entrances even further back so you couldn't overhear it. So you know that there's a top security type situation happening here. But that's all you know right now. What's the call, buddy?
I have an idea. How convincing are you, Echo?
I can be very convincing if I want to be. I've convinced several lions and hawks and other creatures that I am nowhere near them for weeks on end. I've been able to hide very well, very...
Okay, but what about telling people things that maybe are not necessarily true? Or
Oh, no.
Maybe we need Loris's help after all.
Oh. Glorious? Okay. Well, I could try. I could try. It's different. I don't want to... And you see in her face, she immediately does not want to, like, be rotated out of the list of people of the roster of assistants to the Dragonlords. She goes, I can try. What is the lie that I need to tell? What is the lie?
The idea is that we need to get everybody around here to believe that they're running the Dragonlords up a narrow path. That they don't have any clue what's going on. And the Dragonlords are the ones that are suffering for it.
Going on about what? About what? Just in general, as running the city?
Something like that.
City? Okay. Because Echo has no idea what the trial's about or anything, so she's...
Yeah.
You're just telling her to go spread the word that they defer to the Dragonlords because they're helpless.
Well, no, just that, basically, I want to do the I am Spartacus moment. That, get a whole crowd of people and convince them that, I'm the one who killed the queen. No, I'm the one who killed the queen. No, I'm the one.
You need to tell Ben that a lot more in advance, because I don't know how you're getting that from... I don't know how you're explaining the groundwork for that with what you're telling Echo right now. So I get what you're planning, but I need to... So what is this step with Echo that you're planning here?
basically, that we're going to assemble a crowd. We're going to get a bunch of people together, start to disseminate hints about what's happened, and then let them know that the guards are falling on the Dragonlords because they don't have any good suspects.
So you want to let them know that the queen is dead, because Echo
Yes.
does not know that right now.
Yes.
Okay. Are you telling Echo the queen is dead, or that you're involved?
I thought she knew. She was with me. At least
She was not with you.
insofar as...
You visited her and binged her after you killed the queen. You have not let her in on any of this. Also, as a side note, you didn't let Ben in on any of the plan you were just having. You just said you wanted Echo to start spreading lack of confidence in the city, and I had no idea where that was going.
Come
No
on,
one
Ben.
knows
He
what's
had
going
this planned in his head for the last 2 weeks. How could you not know?
I'm seeing that now. But Echo does not know from stage 1. She knows that you showed up after killing. She shows up after you left. You came back. You were hot for her, and now you're just friends with benefits. Apparently, that is what she knows about the assassination of the queen.
Okay. Then, I'm not going to directly let Echo know that I killed the queen. Just that the queen is dead. And that that the guards are using the Dragonlords as a scapegoat.
Because the queen is dead. Dead. You see, you're trying to decide how messed up she feels about that. Like, oh, maybe. The queen is dead, and they're going to frame the Dragonlords for this. For this.
Well, they're not exactly on best terms.
I'm giving you a deception check to roll against them. The target number is a 15. What did you roll?
That was a 7.
Echo leans back and goes, "What are you not telling me?"
I'm telling you what you need to know so that you're not a threat to yourself.
What did you want me to do? What did you want me to do?
We need to gather a crowd. Let them know that the queen is dead. That the guards have no idea who has done it. And
Do you
that they are
know
using...
who's done it?
Suffice it to say, I did what needed to be done. The Dragonlords need to find their friend.
I'll tell them. And she goes, "But I'm your friend too. You understand that, right? We watch out for each other. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw." You push back on her attempt to work charm magic on you that would make you see her as a friend whether you wanted to or not. And she
Roll
looks at you.
initiative. Oh, I'm kidding.
She looks at you and realizes immediately that you resisted it. She goes, "I'm going to go now. Goodbye, Mopom. And she's going to run down to the city, down the hill, and unless you stop her. And she's gonna turn and just go. I'm sorry. I said I'll tell them. I'll tell them. I didn't say that. I'll tell them. Anything else you want to do, Reed?
I'm going to sort of lay low and put my feelers out.
What do you mean put your feelers out? No. I need explicitness. What is this?
Just sort of, hang out on rooftops, stay away from the public for a while. See, just sort of try to gauge the public and see if it's working. Okay.
I do want to ask that we route you back to the others. I get the way you're doing this, but this kind of like the split thing has happened in a few sessions, and I think it's always a good story. But I love running the scenes, but it's occurring to me that we're getting more and more of like either Reed is playing or the others are playing because of the back and forth.
Yeah.
So I think I want to bring you. It forms a really cool narrative, but I do want to bring you back to them at some point so that we have more of the for everybody riffing off. But for right now, you head on to the city to watch. Inside, guard says to Cray. So, we will look into Zakroth. See what we can find.
Clearly.
And what will you do?
Try to clear Cal's name. I don't know how else to do it.
So here's the thing. I want to help. But I'm worried about how long this will take. And I don't want to promise that we can do something we can't.
Okay. What do you wish for me to say about this?
Well, it sounds like really what you need is more time. So what if we threw some sort of celebration or something?
You want to throw a party?
No, not because of it, but as a distraction, something. Maybe we celebrate Narcissus being out among the public yesterday or something like that.
Because at the time you need, we can give you that.
I'm just suggesting a distraction to buy you time before a you didn't want panic to
happen.
Thank you.
And I want you to roll persuasion with advantage.
Yeah, because I helped out.
Okay. So if I just click, oh, here we go. Did it do it? No? Did you? Oh, okay. Did it work? Did it do it with advantage?
You got a 27. It's fine.
It won't go away. I can't see anything.
I know. That's because I'm not done yet.
Scary.
He has the power. He's a GM for a reason, Cal.
It's scary.
I sometimes stop it on that screen so that you guys can re-roll if you don't like, if there's an issue or you don't prefer it or something like that. It's a quality control thing so that you guys it like doesn't float away before you like, oh, I forgot to use inspiration or something.
Gotcha.
And I turned it on then because I knew you had advantage. I knew there was a chance you would misclick.
Oh, okay.
So I left it on.
I thought I broke it.
safety rails. You say this and he goes, through a festival for Narcissus. What?
I'm just thinking it would give the people a reason to be somewhere not here, and
Where would it be?
How about the temple? Narcissus temple. How about there?
Because the Temple of Narcissus, we can do that. And he says, yes, we can perhaps do that. And Kyra says, or the Temple of Beauty, and the guard looks at her, she goes, I thought it was funny. And he says, "So you want us to throw a festival large enough to distract people from understanding that the greatest tragedy of our generation has befallen this kingdom?"
I mean, or we can just tell everybody and rip the Band-Aid off. Maybe someone in the city knows something.
Well, what would you prefer?
What would I? This isn't my city. Who's next in line?
Yeah, like who do you have next that's supposed to
You-
go after the queen?
Ellie, you just rolled a 27 persuasion check and suggested this idea. If you want to walk it back, but you are the most convincing person in the lore right now. So you can't just spitball. Especially after you guys spent so much time wresting control of the conversation. You can't take over the whole conversation. So you're listening to me, and I say, I don't know, what do you feel like doing? Like,
Have you met Callista?
I mean, fair.
Okay. Question for
Yes.
Ben as the DM. In the language of the message spell, it says that the target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
Yes.
If I were to do some sort of like sleight of hand check or something, could I hide the fact that I'm casting a spell if I got them to talk about something amongst themselves for a minute, like if they weren't actively engaging with me?
Who are you trying to hide it from and to and all that?
I just want to send a message to Crayrin, and I don't want the folks around us to interrogate me about what it's about.
Well, it takes a verbal and somatic and material component. So your hands would be busy, and also you would be holding a musical instrument. So you can't.
A copper wire.
Okay. The point is, you wouldn't be able to like be manipulating the copper wire and also be doing your hands in a way to keep them from noticing your words.
Okay.
Sorry, I get finicky about that because the ability to disguise that you're doing a spell at all is like a signature sorcerer thing.
Okay.
So I tend to let classes bleed into each other.
That's fair. It's not necessarily that I think a celebration would be the best thing, because eventually people are going to find out what's going on, and then you don't necessarily want everyone to panic that you lied to them either. I'm just trying to come up with ways to maybe distract the populace, keep them away from the palace, and buy you some time to find some answers.
Why don't you do like a mini like Great Games?
There are tournaments weekly at the gymnasium. We can do the tournament early, a day or two early. We can make that happen. Maybe do a few days of those.
Because that would give you time to, number one, find somebody to replace the queen, and maybe will give us a couple of days to maybe search into it. But like Cal said, we can't guarantee anything. We have stuff to do. Our friend's life is in danger right now. There could be more things that are far catastrophic than I'm sorry him dying. I'm sorry.
We'll do the festival. We'll do the games. 1 second. Sorry.
That's you.
We'll do the games. We'll investigate and determine what happens next. If you are able to make time to find answers for what happened here, then do that.
We can try, but we won't guarantee anything. We can't. But we'll do what we can, okay? I mean, are you okay with that, Cal? Is Kiki even with us? Where's she?
Kiki's here. What's going through Kiki's mind right now?
Kiki's standing there just rolling her eyes. She just wants to be done.
Is that where Tammy is?
Maybe Tammy is projecting a little bit on Kiki.
All right.
But Kiki's there too.
All right.
So he goes, yes, we can do this. We'll do this, and if you find this, let us know. He says, what happened here was a tragedy.
It is.
He looks at Kiki and at Callista. Turns and just, are you gonna say anything at that moment?
I will take his hands and I will say, I'm genuinely sorry for your loss. I may not have liked the queen very much, but I didn't want her dead, and I know it's a big hit for you.
You found justice for everybody else in Dahlia. You'll let go of your hands and you will walk away with the other guards.
First thing I do, the second that they walk away, I kind of like grab Crayron and kind of force him and Kiki and Kyra into a huddle.
Okay, what are we
I-
doing? Oh my god.
Crayron, they can't look into. We know it wasn't Zakroth. They can't look into Zakroth. He's dead.
Well, then they're shit out of luck.
Last I know, Mel had this sword with her.
Kara goes, what?
Shh.
Oh, we need.
Sorry, what?
We need to talk to Mel then. Where the fuck
Where's
is she?
Mel? Wasn't she at the hotel or the inn with us?
Well, I mean,
As far as I know, I don't know.
was she
Okay,
in a
okay.
different room with us? Because I don't
I
think she was with us, was she?
I don't know. She was still downstairs when I went upstairs.
Well, fuck, I don't know. We need to
Kara
find
goes, you
her.
couldn't have presented that at like a key moment when everything looked hopeless for us?
I don't.
We're not going to throw Mel under the bus without knowing what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean,
saying throw Mel under the bus. I'm saying that there was a major courtroom reveal we could have done right there.
oh,
I love you.
And yeah,
I
and that
don't
which poses a lot more blame directly on us.
Well, I know that we're innocent and it would have been really fun.
Not everything
Okay.
has to be a
Innocent.
story. Sometimes we just
that's the most insulting thing you could ever say to Kyra, Kiki. Serious.
I know.
Even
I'm
here.
sorry, I know how it sounds, but
Do you need a Snickers bar? Because you don't sound like Kiki.
you're not yourself when you're hungry.
She goes,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
listen, we're under a lot of stress right now, so I'm going to pretend like I didn't just hear that. That's not
Okay,
canon. Just go
I
ahead.
think our first thing we have to do is we have to find Mel. Let's go find
Yes.
Mel.
I got this. And I'm going to cast
Okay.
Sending.
Okay.
Where's my spells? My spells is
Keep them in your
Sending?
bra, I think.
Yeah. It's the safe spot. I can't. Oh, that's
Best when you don't have pockets.
right. That's not right. I need it to be sending. Excuse me.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for any spell sheet?
No, I was trying to pull it from my drop down, but it keeps my layout's bad. That's on me. Okay, so I'm gonna cast sending, and I'm just gonna okay. Hey Mel. So something happened. Where the hell are you?
Is that the whole? Is that it?
That's all
Yeah,
I was sending.
okay.
That's it.
I'm in
No,
town.
you get this message.
That bitch made me waste a whole.
That's all you're sending back, Mel?
I'll
Was that
add
what
on
you
there. I'll meet you at the boat.
Okay. She's going to the boat. Here's the thing. We should probably tell. Should someone tell Narcissus? I feel like I can't decide if he's a liability, if he knows, or if he's a
He can
liability if
just-
he doesn't know.
You know
just
what?
Let him
Just-
find out from someone else. I
Yeah,
don't
he doesn't give a
about
shit.
that one.
Like, who cares?
Okay, fine. All right. Okay. To
I
the
just
boat.
don't. I hope they don't decide to put him in the fucking throne instead.
Oh God.
I mean, there are worse things that could happen. We'll
True.
be honest. He
Okay,
could go to
let's
war
just-
with anybody.
Let's take care of our own first. Narcissus can come later.
Okay. So just to be clear
Cargus-
on the log. Oh, go ahead.
No, never mind. Go on.
So just to be clear, someone stole from Mel.
Has
and
to
killed
be.
me.
Yeah.
Is that
I'd hope. I don't know. All I know is that Mel is the one who had it last in her possession. When
I don't
we-
remember that, but I mean, you have a better memory than I do, Kiki. So
Why?
clearly.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to swords. They all look the same. Why? Why would? Because I mean, why would Mel do it, right? Like that's just another no motive thing, right?
Exactly.
Or,
Yeah.
oh, well, okay. Well, yeah, we did talk to her. I was gonna say, or something
Maybe she
happened
was
to Mel.
Maybe she was defending your honor because she's in love with you.
Because what?
Oh.
Because she's in love with like Callista, like in the green scroll that I have.
But like,
But that's your
You moved on
special
to green?
green scroll. That's a different. Yeah. That's a fantasy kind of scroll.
I have been at home for like the whole week that you guys have been doing this. I just got here. I needed to do time. I needed to pass the time. I wrote a few books. It's fine.
Oh boy. Okay, let's go to the boat.
Yes.
You guys get back to the boat. I want to go break soon, but I also really like what we're doing here. Melpomene, you see... Are you like tracking Echo all the way through the city? Are you like stalking her?
I would
There's not another way to put it.
Yeah. Probably up until I got the sending.
Yeah. Okay. So you are...
Yeah.
Where did you track? Or I guess I don't know. Never mind.
Let me do something here. Yeah. You are watching her like a hawk. And you get the sending and you stop. And you turn your head to answer, and when you turn back, she's fucking gone. Echo is not good at a lot of things. She is not a good liar. She is not a great wizard. But she is a great hunter. A legendary one, in fact. And that involves not being seen when you don't want to be seen, as she told you she knows how to do. At a plus 11 stealth and rolling a 15, she had a 26 against your passive perception, which was also very, very high. 17, actually. She knew, and I think that it shakes out the same either way, but she does get away. Can I confirm that you're going to the boat?
Yes.
Where was she heading to? I want to know.
She was following the orders to go tell everybody in the city, essentially, that the queen was assassinated and that they're turning to the heroes for help. Right? That was the request.
Well, that they're stringing the heroes up. The heroes up.
Blaming them?
Yeah.
Okay, I misunderstood. I need non-euphemism because I misunderstood greatly. You said they were leaning on them, I think, before, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, they're asking them for help.
No, they're,
Like,
they're throwing them under the bus or the carriage,
Okay.
as the case may be.
Okay, I understand that metaphor easier, at least. Okay. You said leaning on, and I was like, oh, they're going to spread the word that they're collaborating. That's how I've been writing this the whole time. Autism. Okay.
It's hard not to use idioms.
Don't call me that. We're playing a game together. So, all of you...
Stop
Meet
using
back.
euphemisms. Eupheminians.
Feminisms.
I love the degree you went to make that happen, and it was good and worth it. You guys meet on the ship sometime later.
So while we're walking, just to Crayrin and Kiki, I'm gonna just... I wasn't lying, by the way. In theory, I can bring her back. I just would need a spell scroll.
Diamonds and spells, yeah, we can do that.
So if they were able to obtain, I mean, we've got 100 years. Hopefully we don't need 100 years. I don't want to be here 100 years. But
I know, right?
we could just bring her
It's gonna
back.
be wonderful.
Just have the party, bring her back. No one needs to know.
That sounds like a great idea. Hopefully,
Do you really
every
want her
trip can-
back?
I mean,
Well,
maybe she'll be grateful.
Mm,
I have a feeling she's
I
not.
would always
she's
hope,
not that kind of bitch.
but no.
I don't call a lot of people that, especially since I've met my wife. But she is one big B.
Oh boy.
Dara says, I called Lutheria worse, like a lot. And sometimes people used to pray to me, and they'd be really sarcastic, and I heard some things.
I know, but I'm trying to be nicer now. It's really fucking hard.
It's really weird changing.
I don't like to change. It's stupid.
I
trying to
paid taxes last year!
I have to pretend. I have to be like a good father. Who knew I'd even have a daughter?
Yeah.
Well, what
Kyra-
did you
Kyra's
think would
the
happen when
daddy
you
now.
stuck your dick in a woman?
Well, no, well, things. Well, I just not like Siona.
So, What?
Siona is a lovely girl, but she is so much like me, and it's so irritating.
Yeah,
Divine
we had to deal with
justice.
we had to deal with that for like 90 days when the fate of the world was on the line.
I know. Whatever. Where's
I-
Mel? Are we at the boat yet? God, this sucks.
God, this sucks.
Callista's gonna grab you by the arm and go, no, listen, I used to be.
You mean Kyra?
And you, she's gonna grab. Kyra's gonna grab Craven by the arm, and she's gonna go, no, you don't understand, okay? Because there was a time when I could try to get everybody in line by roaring at them and screaming dragon breath, and then that was bad. So then I became a goddess, and I could just get people to bow down. And now I have like
Kids.
kids.
I'm honestly too
and you
old for
can't-
this shit now. I'm too old for this. Like, ugh.
I know, and you can't just roar them down. Oh,
I love
terrible
the idea
subjects.
of going from servants to toddlers.
Yeah. Like 500 years ago, Kyra made people kneel by like burning hundreds of them, and now she's like, God, how many kids do you guys have?
3.
Yeah, she got like 3 kids, and she's like, please, mommy will give you a treat if you do this. It's like the worst experience. You guys get back to the boat, and she looks up and she goes, Mel! She turns up, she goes, hi, it's me. Hi, do you have any reveals for us?
What do you know so far?
Bats her eyelashes super sarcastically. What's up?
What do you know so far?
That somebody stole from you.
So here's the thing. Queen's dead. They think we did it.
I think you did it, Cal.
Well,
That's different.
They think I did it. But someone did it with the sword you got from Zakroth? Do you have it?
Not exactly.
Okay, so somebody stole it from you, right?
Mel, you sound like my 3-year-old. What do you mean not exactly? You have it or you don't have it?
Look, the thing is,
Melpomene?
this was supposed to be a misdirect.
Hey! Kyra just like makes this thunder roll through so that like it's all like drowns out all your voices, and she goes, let's get on the boat now and talk quietly, privately, on the boat.
Thought we were.
I thought we
Oh
were.
yeah, I thought you guys were coming on the boat. I'm sorry about that.
No,
I
no,
thought you
we
guys were like
on the
talking outside
boat.
the boat. Okay, so you guys are on the boat. So please, you say misdirect, please. I apologize.
By putting the blame strictly on us?
On Callista?
I mean, an agent of Zakroth was what I was thinking.
Well, Craig did say that, but I have this feeling that when they look into Zakroth, they're going to find out he's been dead longer than she has.
Okay, but it could still be an assassin who's been sent off. Like, not Zakroth himself? You know?
So, just to be clear, did you kill the queen?
Guys, let's sit in this moment for a moment. We're gonna take a 15-minute break.
I was about ready to write things down. Okay, fine. Best fucking break ever.
Until Mel says it, Callista's still going to be like, all right, we're going to bring the queen back. We're going to have a big party. I'm going to fix this.
Look, I did not kill the queen.
I love this. I seriously like I tell Allie knows in a lot of my groups. I sometimes get like my most inspiration like 10 minutes before the session, and I've been sitting here like, how do I force them to do a trial when they could honestly just bare knuckle brawl the entire population like it was Streets of Rage? Like, how do I do that? And then I was like, no, the fact that they can is the story now.
That's awesome. I love it.
Also, that could be fun.
Also,
yeah, that could be fun.
listen, I'm not level 17 yet, but when I am crowd control.
Yeah, gee, what's it like?
Oh, you gotta find out.
I could pull it up on the spreadsheet.
I know you
Okay.
could, but I'm just saying. All right, see you guys in a bit, everybody.
See you guys in a bit. See you guys soon. Read. Take us to the 15.
Yep, back in a bit.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Yes. So our heroes are I think enough of the build up really. Kyra is with all of them on the ship, discussing whether Melpomene committed regicide. And yes, Reed, I was very, very happy that I got the Simpsons quote in there.
So, are you gonna answer the
Characters.
question?
There it
What-
goes. And now, okay, tell us. I didn't have
So
15 minutes in me.
yes,
What?
And you left the sword. Why?
What? Okay, I'm sorry. What were you thinking?
Wait, no, you did?
I've got a lead
plan.
on where Chandris is because of this,
you speak
Oh
up a little bit?
shit!
but also it served my purposes.
What are your purposes?
Well, that's convenient.
Can we trust you?
Yeah, what are your purposes?
You want to become a god, don't you?
Don't you?
I,
No! I want to save Chandris. I've never wanted anything like that, ever.
Kyra leans back. That's what you want?
Look, Cray. You died. A couple of times, if I'm
Again
not
and again
mistaken.
and
Oh,
again
more
again.
than a couple. Quite a few, actually.
I think like 5.
Like 10, but nobody's keeping count.
Hey, listen,
What would
Mel's,
you do?
Mel's trying to talk here.
What would you have done if, when you came back, none of your friends had survived?
Is that what happened to you?
I'm just looking to
Is
make
that what
sure
happened
that
to you?
they're well taken care of. This is the first chance that I've had to make a difference. To be able to do something about that.
I've made a difference before. But you have to want more than making a difference. You have to want to do what's right. Is this what's right to you?
Listen, Mel, I hated being with other people. I hated other people. I always thought I could do things on my own, and I never needed anyone else. But these 3, 4, including Cleon, you can't be an island. You gotta have teamwork and trust, and that means telling us what you want to do.
You killed the queen.
That was just self-defense.
You're telling me the queen tried to attack you?
No, but the queen did try to kill me. And if not
Look.
me, then one of hundreds of others. Just chaff to be thrown in the fire. I'm not going to shed any tears over someone like that.
And neither are we. Well, I'm not. But now Cal's on the fire for that. So how are we going to fix this? We need to do other stuff. If you want to be a god so bad, well, we need to get that going too. So how are we going to fix this?
We don't need to fix anything. We just need to get going.
So we just leave?
Mel, that isn't how we work.
That's not how the Dragonlords work. Iris is looking at Melpomene. I don't know that that applies here. It's Sequels tend to change things.
I'm not leaving Cal behind, and I'm not leaving you behind, Mel. That's how it works.
Well, here's the thing. I want to help. But I've been trying to twist my head around how to do it without needing... I don't think that helping Leandros and helping the city are necessarily the same thing. And I don't feel great about him being heartbroken about this, but at the end of the day, if we can get the city somewhere where it's not falling to pieces because of this, that would be enough for me.
So what, put Narcissus in charge?
I
That
don't
would
know.
be enough.
He'll be out of our hair. Not like he helped much in the last fight.
It's true. I mean, Kyra, what you seem perplexed by my stance on this.
Kiki, do you have family that we could probably put in temporarily? I don't know.
What?
I don't know!
And Kyra just sort of leans back. She goes,
Put Pythor there or something. I don't know.
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
There's no way that a queen mysteriously died when the Dragonlords come in, and then one of the dragons takes over the city.
Okay,
And
I
start
get
a
it.
war.
Okay, I get
It
it.
can't be Kiki. No, do you get it? Because it can't
Well-
be Kiki, because if she has anything to do with that, then it's a coup. She helps run Astoria.
Okay, well
You
then...
risk, if any of you are tied to this at all, you risk the cities going at war with each other. If I'm tied to this at all, then it all falls apart.
Okay, well then Narcissus clearly has to be the one then.
Ugh. I'd rather go ahead and put everybody's name in a fucking hat from the city and just pull randomly for that.
So, strategically, moving forward, we're going to frame one of Zakroth's people.
It's the only way. That's the only thing I can see. Unless, Mel, you have an idea. I mean, that it was your idea, I guess.
I think we can make it happen.
Okay. Then let's make it happen. We need to save Chandras.
Can we
No,
do this
hold
like
on.
quick?
Hold on. No. Sorry. Chekhov just laid their bow right here, and we didn't ask if there were any arrows. And she turns back to Melpomene and goes, God of what?
Ass. Wait, who?
God
You
of
want to be a
death.
god? You would say?
God of death.
Oh, oh, God's almighty.
You have to
Kind
be
of sounds
known.
appropriate.
You have to be known for the deeds that you did to become a god.
Can it be after the fact, though?
That's not the point.
I don't know then. Okay, I don't know what you want us to do, Kyra.
I don't want you to do anything. I don't want to. Oh,
Take me in.
Okay,
No, take me in.
oh. Kyra's thinking to herself.
here's the thing. Queen's a bad person, right? Like, we all agree that she's not great.
No.
So, what if we just bring something to light that makes it clear that this was deserved?
So you want Mel to be a queen?
That's
No.
new. Kyra gets up and starts pacing in the back while you guys are talking.
No, just what if we present people love a clear and clear story.
Okay.
What if we just bring something to light? I'm sure that plenty exists with the queen that makes people understand that Mel killing her, give you the credit, bring you in, but was a good thing.
Cal, you're powerful. I don't know how you're going to convince a whole populace about that.
I mean, okay, but here's the thing. Mel, when you say god of death, right? The last god of death we had was kind of crazy.
She was the god of passageways between life and death, not death itself.
Whatever.
Canon matters.
She's still a bitch.
My
Also
point
canon.
being that generally speaking, people think of like the god of death as being kind of a bad thing, right? Like, do you care about the spin on it?
Like to give people death in a good way?
All
Yeah.
I'm looking for is the chance to make sure that the people who have passed get get what they deserve. To
Okay.
be treated well if they've done well.
I can get behind that.
But then are you the one making the judgments then?
I mean, she's just as qualified as the Furies.
So, like,
Sure.
are you gonna stay here and deal with this?
I mean, you can bring me in. I can get away.
Reed, you said very faint, according to Tim as well. It all sounded a little quiet to us, but I thought it was okay. But it is a little quieter than the others.
It was very loud, and then I turned it down, and now it seems to be back to being quiet.
How does it sound to the rest of you?
Is that any better?
It sounds great.
That's
to
much
me.
better.
Okay.
You said, is that any better? That was your best you sounded all night.
She's in 2 time zones away. Of course, it's gonna be faint by the time your voice gets to her.
Yeah, I'm in California, but yeah, alright. Fair enough. So go ahead.
But how can you guarantee that you're gonna get away? I don't want to turn you in and have you like executed. Yeah.
I think you'll
Well-
find that if they want to try to stop me, it's going to be a lot harder than they think it is.
There it goes. Question, just for if someone writes about this someday. Why don't you want her executed?
Well, I mean, she's a friend of ours.
We don't let anybody go, Kyra. We've never let anybody that's part of our team. As much as we can.
I just wanted to make sure I knew the motivations.
Listen, we might be Dragonlords, but we're not assholes with power.
Not yet, anyway.
No. She goes, I know, don't. I'm just thinking about a lot of this, but it's never been my story.
It's been your story too, Kyra. Don't even. All right, so what's the
I kind of
plan?
like it to be like a Cimmerillion thing where you don't have to know my story.
Sure. So, Cal, what are we doing? We're gonna turn in Mel,
Okay.
and we're going to somehow break her out again?
Well, I feel like I'm pretty confident that Mel can find a way out. She could find a way into the castle to kill the queen.
Oh, right.
Alice.
Pretty brilliant, actually.
My concern is it looks very strange for us to turn in an ally. They get away, we leave. There's no way that word we're continuing to work with her doesn't get back, and then it just looks like we did a cover up.
Because you would be.
Well, yes. Fair. It just, I'm
Spitballing?
yes, and also just I'm a little bit worried about the way that it looks.
Well, can we spread rumors and have someone else essentially turn Mel in? And basically, like, we're not doing it?
I think
Where's
Echo
Echo?
might be willing to do that.
Where is she?
She
Where
has
is she now?
concerns.
You had someone else do an
Yeah.
exposition. Who was that? Or where are they?
Had words? What? I'm confused.
What-
Should I call her
but-
back?
She didn't approve of my methods.
Well, we kind of don't either, because you didn't tell us.
No more innuendo. No more euphemisms. No more cryptic messages that'll pay off 2 chapters from now. What did you do?
I tried to help.
Okay.
That's innuendo. What did you do?
Kyra,
What?
we spent however long with you, and you couldn't tell us anything, and we had to go on faith.
Yes, I made an oath. I didn't kill a queen.
But the point is we're trying to have faith.
We can extend a little bit of faith to Mel.
On what grounds?
She saved our lives back there with Zakroth.
It's pretty cool.
Saved our lives in a lot of things. She was the one who found Narcissus. She's done a lot already. Please.
And she did it to help us find Chandras.
Okay.
All right, Mel. What happened with Echo?
When she figured out what happened, she ran away.
Oh, great. All right, so she's gone, and it's us 4 now. Well, 5. Sorry, Kyra.
Fine.
So, oh my gosh, 7, including Lorius and. Why don't we put Lorius on? Nope, we can't put Lorius on. Okay, why don't we put Leandro on?
I mean, that would work, I suppose, but I feel like if he wanted to be in charge, he would be in charge now.
Okay, then put Narcissus on and let Leandro be the second. That's how it was before.
I mean, that's a good
What about
suggestion.
our guard? The one we had at the beginning.
Oh, yes. He was nice.
But does the populace trust him? I totally remember his name. I'm not going to look at my notes at all.
Samesies.
It was a very long name, and it started with an H.
And there was some sort of joke.
Yes.
Wasn't it
What did
hard? Can you guys hear me? Like, people aren't responding.
Sorry,
I
you're
can't
very
hear you.
quiet.
It sounds like you're saying Harkus a bunch.
You guys, wasn't it Harkus?
No,
Wasn't
No.
that the name?
Marcus.
Harkus was the squirrel.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that was a
I kept
squirrel.
saying it, and you guys like were saying you can't hear me, and then you said I can't hear you. You're saying Harkus, and I'm like, well, then you can't hear me. Very lost.
I thought maybe
Um,
it was getting cut off. What was his name? It was something. There was
Don't worry,
an innuendo.
guard.
Yes.
The guard.
I'll find it.
Don't worry, we'll find it later.
I mean, I feel like we can get the populace to trust anyone. That's
Okay.
not the hard part.
Perfect. Neoptolemus?
Yes, Neoptolemus, because I kept calling him Neapolitan. It wasn't innuendo, it was just a bad pun.
And,
Okay. Okay, we'll see what Leandro feels.
Should I get Echo back here?
I can find her.
Does she want to come back here? You can always send her a message and see, but it is all on her if she wants to come back. We can't force her back with us.
I'll let Kyra talk to her.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want her to
so-
feel pressured.
All right.
Listen, before I go talk to Echo, let me just say this now, or someone else is gonna have to say it as a monologue. And I mean, I'm gonna nail it if I'm the one that says it. I'm not coming back.
What?
My time in this story ended a while ago, and I'm not a dragon. I'm not a god or anything anymore. I'm I'm mother and wife and home, and things have changed over the years, and things have changed for you all, and I don't have an oath. I'm not bound to do any of this, but I missed it. I missed it. And Callista said that she saw that there was a way to become a god again. I thought that would be kind of interesting, and I was curious about it, but I knew that I didn't want to be one. I just couldn't resist knowing more. Like that's a reveal. That's lore, but it wasn't tempting. And I came back, and you're with somebody that killed somebody for their own ends and their royalty, and they did it because they want to be known for death. They told you that. You fought people that are gods and titans, and you've seen what's happened. You've seen the bad choices people. You've seen the bad choices that I've made, and you're gonna stand with them because they're your friend. And I can't stop you. If I went into my full form right now, all of you could bring me down so easily. And I said back at the palace that you had to decide who you wanted to be. And right now, you immediately started deciding who you wanted to have run Aricia. Because the alternative was having a friend of yours face justice. And I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I don't want to be pulled back into thinking things like that are a good idea. I got really far away from that. And I just want to go home. And I don't know if you're doing the right thing or the complicated thing, and maybe Milpomene will find Chelsea and Chandris. But if I keep going with you, there's two things that are going to happen. Either I'm going to disagree with you all the way, and it's going to be terrible for all of us. And she looks at Callista. Or I'm going to agree with you, and that's going to be so much worse. So when I said I'm not part of the story, I realized that I don't have to be here. And Callie takes really good notes, so I'm not going to miss anything. And I'm also, oh my god, I am so not going to be a girl that says it's her or me. Oh my god. You already made your choice. So message me sometime, send me a message, and I can always fly in. I do really great entrances. So just give me a reason to do one, you know? But it hasn't been my story for a while now, and I'm not sure what to do here. I hope that makes sense. I know I called it a monologue, but it's honestly been a little bit since anybody else said anything. Can somebody say something?
I get what you're trying to say. It's feeling muddy.
I'm not trying. I say it very well. I'm the greatest storyteller in existence. But
all right.
go on.
It's getting muddy, and I look at Mel. But we have to figure out how this is going to serve the best interests of many. You can never make everyone happy.
Oh, no. No, you cannot.
But we got to do what we can do for this mess we're in. Here, Kyra. Be safe. And I kiss her on the forehead if I can reach her. She's taller than me.
Not that much taller than you.
I kiss her
Short
hand.
stick. I think since she is I mean, I'm going to see you again soon. These things, you guys get a lot done in a couple of weeks. We'll just be back in a month. She can kiss you on the cheek.
Give the girls, well, give all the kids kisses for us. And Bulbug, we miss Bulbug. Tell him to keep off the arm.
I will. I will. He misses you all too. Does anybody else have anything else I want to say?
I'm just gonna take her face in my hands and just kiss her before she leaves.
Kiki's just gonna mumble, like kind of kicking at the floor. I feel like I just got chastised.
Well, no, it's just, different diverging character arcs, I guess. And she's going to look at Cal and she's going to go, you make the right call in so many ways that I don't even understand. So I don't know what the road is ahead, but I know what the destination is. And she's going to kiss you. She looks at Melpomene. And she goes, I've done some bad things. Really, really bad, which I think you know about. And you're making choices too. Just make sure that they're not the ones that you have to spend a couple hundred years atoning for. Reed, do you have anything you want to say?
Apparently I'm
Really?
just gonna die. I'm just going to stare her in the eyes.
She goes, okay. I'll go find Echo. Kind of weird. I just said that if I went my full form, you guys could take me down easily. I saw you get killed by a pig, Krayorin. Like, I'm kind of proud of you guys.
Well, I always throw myself in danger. What can I tell you?
I know. I have to step away for a second. I have to refresh my browser, so you guys will lose me for like a moment. We'll be back.
I honestly want you to be part of this team, Mel. But you have to be able. The trust has to be both ways. I was just saying that I'd like to trust Mel, but it has to be both ways. Now we have this situation we have to deal with. And you got yours. Just great. But now what?
Now we find Chandra's.
Kara's gonna turn back. Oh, sorry. One last big reveal. Sorry, I just gotta do one last one. Sorry. She goes, someone put this on the ship when we weren't looking, which honestly, they caught me off guard. That's pretty great. And she has this map with a knife on it, and she hands it. She goes, it's like all random lines, but I mean, it's constellations and stuff, so obviously. And she points over and she goes, oh, the Sunken Kingdom. That's fun. And she hands you, it is seriously a series of constellations that would be immediately over where this is in the ocean. Like for like the next while. And she looks and she goes, okay, I do kind of want to see that, but I'm going to stick to this. But like, I do want to see that. No. I left on a good note. backs up.
You know, Bulldog can't handle those kids on his own. You're gonna need to go back.
Yeah, I know.
But wait, somebody left something on the ship? Wait a minute. Somebody left something on the ship?
It was on the edge of the ship, like on the dock, like on the walking the plank, like right outside it.
I don't. Do you guys know anything about this?
No.
Is this going to be my reward?
This is your payment.
Okay.
I thought. Well, that's what Jen thought.
Okay. We've been paid.
Okay.
So we tell Leandros that it had to be, well, we put it in his mind it's already been Zaggaroth. We'll put somebody else on the throne in the meantime, and then we go to the Sunken Kingdom. That's our plan.
I'm sorry, what was the plan? You were going to do what?
As far as I know, we'll let Zaggaroth take the blame.
I mean,
Then
I think
we'll-
they can decide.
This is true. But let them decide. We'll get somebody else on the throne, and off we go. We need to find Chandra.
Chandras.
Allie, you're breaking up a lot.
I think Melanie needs the credit for the kill.
Yeah. This is true. But it can be after the fact, maybe. And I feel like we're gonna kill a lot more than just a queen. I'm just saying. There are more kills to be out there.
Okay, so what's the play, guys? I don't got any NPCs here. You guys got to tell me what you're doing. You guys want to set sail? You want to go to the house? I got nothing.
We'll talk to Leandros and get, I don't know, Narcissus on the throne or something. And then we'll go. Because that's all we can do right now. Because Narcissus won't help us anyways. He was pretty useless at Zaggaroth's.
Ridiculous. He was endlessly helpful. You want to go find Narcissus? It's going to be very easy to find. He'd probably be like at the Colosseum.
I think when, you know, I'll catch up. I'm pretty fast. Why don't you three go and I'll catch up.
Okay.
Motherfuckers are always going to split the party.
Yeah. We're growing.
Because them fuckers have plans, apparently, that we're not privy to.
Yeah. So you guys go to the Colosseum. You guys go to the Colosseum because Narcissus would be there. Jin, where are you going when you hang back?
I'm just gonna go down into the boat back to my old room. I probably see Narcissus, or I probably see Lorius and Nessa, and I just kind of give them a wave. But I go to my room. Hey, I just got a quick thing to check in my old room, and then off I go. You guys will be okay here?
And Nessa goes, "Oh, we'll be fine. I'm just going to be injured in a little bit, and Lorius is going to have to take care of me. But beyond that, we're okay."
Oh, okay. Well, you two have fun. There's lots of supplies on the boat. Oh, I bet you will. Okay. See you guys later.
Lorius goes, "Are you okay?"
Uh-huh. Don't insight check me. Don't fucking insight check me, Lorius.
Where is his passive insight check with Craven specifically is like 90?
Fuck.
But he also knows that Craven doesn't want to talk about everything the way he does.
Yeah.
So you guys, the rest of you find your way to the Colosseum. There's a large number of people coming in. And Narcissus is, when you guys find your way into the Colosseum, there's like a crowd of people, like almost harmonizing with his speech, and other people that are like waving fans at him, like, you know, like large feathers at him. and he is standing there, sweating in the sunlight, but it's not actually that hot. It's just an effect that he's making happen. And it's been 2 months. I'm bringing this guy in right. And oh, my hair isn't right for this today. And he just says, he goes, now of course, let me be clear that the heroes of Thylia did do this, and they did obtain the victory. You hear this murmuring in the crowd, and he goes,
Oh no.
but it was at my bidding, on behalf of Narcissus, god of beauty. And so it was that they did successfully slay Zakroth and save all of you in the name of Narcissus. And people just like start sort of like cheering. He goes, oh, and here they are right now, here to pay homage to me, and also to be able to receive their own, I suppose, acknowledgement. Yes, say that. He looks at you all and he like casts message, and he casts message to Callista, and he goes, aren't you? He goes, you're very impressed by me right now. I've shared almost 10% of the spotlight.
Oh, thank you, Narcissus. I'm very proud of you.
Of course you are.
Can I talk to you for a second? Can we talk to you for a second?
Is this going to be some private thing where you berate me for doing what is wonderful?
No, we're actually going to ask you for a favor because you're such a giving god.
I am very giving. I let this entire crowd look upon me for hours. And he says, come here. Is this something we can discuss privately or in public?
I would love
Should
to
the world...
discuss it privately, and then you can decide how to make it known to the public.
Oh, is this a mere proposal? He leans over and goes, I'm very interested, and you're rather attractive by mortal standards, but I'm already, I think, either engaged or married. I'm going to have Pyra look into it.
Here's the thing, and I'm going to have him kind of lean down. You're actually a widower.
Well, yes, but they told me that was going to stay in the records. He's referring to, like, if you realize that, like, he's probably been married and lost, like, Kyra has remember how Kyra forgot how many marriages she had? He's like, yeah, I probably had a spouse die, but they said it wasn't going to look bad at me.
Like, currently, like, your most recent wife has passed. I need to talk to you about it.
My wife is dead?
No,
He says at full volume. He goes, my wife is dead? And like there's this hush goes over the crowd, and he goes, that's horrifying.
Why did I think I could trust this guy with anything?
Who's my wife?
How's the crowd reacting right now?
There's a hush over the crowd. They are all very, very confused. And the rumor has been going through the city from Echo for a while now. So a lot of them are putting this together. Allie, when you said that, I thought to myself, she can't possibly think he's going to be discreet.
I hoped that if I just inflated his ego a little bit, he'd do what I wanted.
Well, he'll do what you want. It just doesn't occur to him. It will never occur to him by default that he want that to be discreet.
I
know. He's not bright. He's not
You
bright.
said
It
he
wasn't
would do
malicious.
what I wanted, and what I wanted was for him to talk to me quietly in private.
There's a rumble going through the crowd as people are putting this together. So I think I heard something that said, yeah, I think that I heard that someone said they were trying to frame the Dragonlords. Someone goes, I think that they came to Narcissus for help. I think the palace is. Someone goes, the palace is. The palace is trying to blame the gods. They just saved us, and they're trying to pin it on them. And there's like all these people like going through talking about this, and Narcissus goes, No, they have opinions. Can we leave?
Your wife, the queen.
Oh no! Oh. We should have been more discreet about this.
I would say so. Unfortunately, people always think I'm trying to sleep with them. It's kind of a problem.
Well, aren't you?
That's beside the point.
Are they right to want that? He looks you up and down like, hold on a second.
Let's not get into it.
Okay, perhaps, but later. He goes, he goes, friends of the gymnasium of Aricia. I would like to be discreet now. And I am going to leave before I draw further attention to myself. Thank you all for everything that you have done. And we will talk more soon.
There's a reason why he'd be the best king ever.
Please remember me for how thoughtful and beautiful that I am. And also for my allies, my loyal devotees, who accomplished so much under my tutelage and guidance. Just go ahead, take a bow. You may each take one.
Cal takes like a very, very delicate curtsy and like doesn't quite.
Is he looking at us when he says this, or to the people?
No, to you. He is through an incredible amount of character growth, allowing you all to also be praised in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I will just turn invisible.
Could you speak up a little bit?
I will just turn invisible.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to stare at him.
All right. Callista Photos, everybody. And Kiana, a goddess of sorts, demigoddess. And also Melpomene, and I am fairly certain there was a fourth one. Thank you. Farewell. And he's going to turn, and people are going to, Narcissus, we have so many questions. We were so honored to see you. He goes, yes, you were. I'm being discreet now. And he just walks away.
I'll prestidigitate a shower of sparks as we leave the stage. Just, this is planned.
This is planned.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you. You all believe her, to be clear.
I didn't say it out loud.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I'm trying to convey with the pyrotechnics.
I don't know how many times I can say autism in a session, but I don't.
Girl, I don't know how to be clearer.
I don't know. It's a good thing my job doesn't rely on communication. Thankfully. He leaves with you all, and he goes, we can try and find somewhere discreet to talk, but now that people have seen me, they're going to be following me for the next few days. He goes, you need more of my time, and my wife is dead. Remind me, am I sad about this one, or is this one of the forgettable ones?
Well, so she was the queen. So
yes.
Extrapolate on that.
No.
Do you even know what the word means?
Of course not.
Okay. How would you feel about being the king?
But I have responsibilities.
I mean,
Yeah.
You can always put
Yes.
people in positions to do that for you, though.
Oh, that's right. Father would always have other people, what's the word? Diligate. Yes, I can do that.
Vassals, advisors, you just put people into positions to advise you, and then you don't have to do anything. You can just be a figurehead.
Wonderful. So I would be a god and a king.
Yeah.
All right, well, I accept the position. You all are my advisors.
So we're leaving.
Oh,
Remember, we're gonna go get what we need so that we can all become gods.
right. The important thing. My apologies.
Yeah. So I didn't know. Obviously, we don't have the authority to make that decision, but I was going to advocate on your behalf if you'd like to be the king.
I'm sure they'll be honored to let me be king, and also, my beloved wife.
Dead
passed away.
wife.
Yes, dead wife, and so I would be married into the throne. So
That's what I was thinking. Mel's gonna have an aneurysm there.
I don't suppose you know anything horrible about the queen that would have been a good reason for her to die.
possibly, what's her name?
Helena?
Oh, she was bossy.
Queens generally are.
Yes. A little rude. I think that she. I know that she betrayed a member of the public after they won a competition one time. They were very unhappy about that.
All of the public or the member of the public?
The one who won the competition, but I don't remember details.
Echo.
Yes, that was Echo.
Oh, right. Oh no, Echo's the one who doesn't like me.
Yes.
Okay, well, we're not framing her.
Okay, we don't need to frame anyone. We just maybe need to make some information. There's always things, right? There's always things that the
Well,
public.
you're smart. Why don't you go find out who did it and then say who did it, and then justice was done in the name of the Dragonlords and also Narcissus, and everyone's a hero, especially me.
Perfect.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, so even though we're leaving to go get what we need to become gods, you'll be okay staying behind to be the king if we advocate for you.
I'm sorry. It's just the thought that you would think that I would need to go on more dangerous adventures with you, or that I would struggle in a place where wine, and he holds out his hand, and someone just passing by hands in the wine bottle out of like fear, and he goes, "Yes, I think I'll be fine. Thank you."
Okay, I just thought I wanted to make sure you trusted us.
Oh yes, of course I trust you.
Okay.
You're supposed to be heroes. You're not going to betray me or anything like that. You're going to do what's right. We're all going to become gods together, especially me. And everything will be fine. We will be well. Have you decided if you want to be a god of anything in particular yet? Maybe looks you up and down and goes, I don't know, an acolyte of beauty?
It's not exactly a god position, is it?
That's true. Talking well. Fashion? Silence. Are you the god of silence, perhaps? Like Thylia was.
What?
Huh?
Okay, well, obviously she's not. Does anyone else know what kind of god it would be? Great, if you want to
Yes.
find this conversation, catch up with them, it'd be very easy for you to do so.
No, I'm still on the boat doing my thing, which at
Okay.
some point you'll let me probably do, and I'll go catch up at some point to the group.
Oh, you have more to do? Okay. What do you guys want to say to him?
I don't know.
I'll
at
just
this
say
point.
yes.
The god of
You
yes,
want to be the god of yes?
the god of agreement.
Yes, she's decided.
What are you going to be god of?
Well, I can't tell you. It won't come true.
It just immediately just stops caring. Just does not have the level of investment in the fact that you exist that it would take for him to speculate. So he just does not have the answer immediately, so it is a topic close to him. He goes, "What about you, Kiki? Muscles, killing war?"
Clearly, like the ocean and the sea and everything in it.
Oh, ew, why? Do you know what's in there?
Yeah, and I want control over it and send it after people who talk about, ew, how disgusting it is.
You officially, never mind. You are a demigoddess, and you have the right to make your decision. And I want nothing to do with the ocean, so we will never go to war. I will be a god of beauty. You will be a god of.
Ew.
so we won't ever have to quarrel. Very well, so I will go accept the kinghood.
Let me advocate for you first. Go back to your public. They love you.
Should I tell them that I'm going to be king?
Not
No. Oh, I'm not there.
yet. Gray senses something is wrong.
He goes, all right. Very well.
Let me serve
You
you this way.
You may.
Thank you.
Just the moment you phrase it that way, there is no pushback from him.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since Cal's had to do this. We'll get
He's
there.
He's the worst. I'm slowly tilting him towards having a kind heart, but I'm never gonna make him easier to deal with. It's never gonna be easier to deal with him. He'll just be a little nicer. He's gonna turn to the public and go, attention, people of Aricia. And people turn and he goes, I know you're in mourning because of some bad news that I heard about earlier. Oh, it doesn't matter what it was. The point is...
Fucking guy. I fucking hate him.
Point is, I will now allow many of you, a few of you, to touch my perfectly toned arms, and I will pay several of you compliments. Please line up. People just like crowd around to be in the witness of the most beautiful person in creation, and he like turns to Callista and he goes, I have bought you all as much time as I possibly can. Go do whatever it is you need to do to start the game.
Perfect. Thank you.
Blessed.
Ugh.
I hate about myself that this is the easiest character for me to play. And I feel like I need to work that out with my therapist at some points. There has never been a moment where I've been at loss for how Narcissus will handle a situation, and I've never had that smoothness with anybody, even Strahd.
That's
So-
actually saying something. 'cause-
Even
Yeah.
Strahd.
yeah, I was like, even
Strahd is better.
Strahd?
Well, actually, I think I play him as well as I play Strahd, but that's also bad. That's something separate. He doesn't look too upset about his wife's death, does he? Wait, his wife died? So
Which
Um,
one?
yeah. I also like having to remind him whether he had a wife or a husband. I think Narcissus might actually be straight, but I think he would love to be seen being married to exceptionally beautiful men. I think he's had trophy husbands.
Good thing Cleon got out of that graph.
So
real quick.
exhausting. He's so exhausting. Gray, what do you want to do?
So after I kind of, check in on Lorius and Nessa, see that they're okay, I'm gonna go into my room, and I'm gonna take out my sending stone to Seema, and I'm going to say, my love, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
We're doing our best, but I'm scared of losing myself. I hope I can find my way back. I may be turning into someone I don't want to be anymore.
Give me a second to write my response.
He'll never admit it, but Kyra's words hit him.
I felt bad saying them.
That's just Ben talking. Kyra doesn't give a shit.
Oh yeah. You changed for me. I changed for you. People change, my love, but you don't have to do this. Do you wish to come home?
Can't send it for another day.
Mm-hmm. And,
I have 60 feet of movement. I figured I can get to the palace real fucking quick.
oh yeah, 60. Jesus Christ! This is why everyone hates.
Monks.
I was gonna make a good place joke. It didn't work. You head back to meet them, but where are the rest of you guys going? What location are you guys going to?
I'm gonna advocate that we go to the palace so that I can talk to Leandros.
Tammy, Mahomedy.
Yep.
I don't have better
Guys,
ideas.
You guys head back to the palace. Cray's in time to see Cray there just to sneak you guys up. And you get back there. You want to find Leandros. What do you find him? He turns to you and he says, "Somehow the rumor has got out."
Yes, that would be my fault. I thought Narcissus could be subtle.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah.
You see the very "if you can't say anything nice" moment because Leandros will not speak ill of Narcissus, and there are bigger issues. But he's like, just to confirm, you hinged everything on Narcissus being nuanced.
So here's the thing. I actually wanted to talk to you about him. How would you feel about him temporarily taking the throne?
See his face struggle with this, and he goes, "You clarify what you mean by that."
Well, first, I want to be very clear that this is not me as a Dragonlord coming in and telling you how to run your city.
It will always be that.
If you want my help, all I can do is give you advice. I can't make you decide against me. You know this city better than I do.
The city will fall in line to Narcissus immediately.
I'm not interested in it falling in line. I'm interested in the safety of the people who live here.
If this city does not have someone to unite behind, they will collapse on themselves. We are constantly at threat of war with Mitros. Zakroth raised people against us until word tells me he was dead recently and that you killed him. Because the chance for this city to fall into disarray. Also, there are rumors that the Monastery of Shadows, the Temple of Shadows, has its own machinations against the crown. There is a lot that can go wrong in the vacuum. We need to fill it quickly. Narcissus would be a good lead. I don't know that he would do a good job of stepping down. But we can try.
I think we'll be able to get him to step out of the throne.
I'm open to this idea.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
I'm sorry for not telling you. The Zakroth was dead.
One knows that the wisdom of the Dragonlords is beyond question. Translation: how can I hold you accountable? You say what you want. Kisses.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you do?
Well, if I have your buy-in, I'll go let Narcissus know. Unless you'd like to handle it differently.
No, go let him know. I don't think that he and I have good rapport. One time he was in the palace and I was looking elsewhere. That is the whole story.
Listen, he's not going to be smart about ruling the throne. He's not going to be smart about doing a lot of things. Oh, yeah. I'm quiet. Usually.
When did you get here?
I'm fast. What can I tell you? So, Leandros, you need
does.
to step into that. You need to be the advisors. He will just want to be fawned over and loved on. But the ruling of the city is all on you.
And fondled.
Don't fondle him. Don't fondle him. Do you understand your responsibility?
Yes, of course.
And don't take this as us telling you what to do. We're just trying to help, no matter what you think.
I will bring Narcissus to the temple, to the palace. It will be a temple for him. And I will find advisors because I suspect that he will not want to make too many decisions on his own.
He wants to be beautiful. That's his only decision.
Yes, well, he is, and his job there is done.
Cal's gonna kind of like ungraciously start rummaging through her bag until she finds the mirror that she took from
Honora?
Honora. Yeah, way back when.
Wow.
I'm gonna hand it
Wait,
to
when
her.
was this?
Back when we were gonna fight the basilisks.
She
Yep,
gave us
we needed-
mirrors.
Oh,
He gave us
wow.
mirrors, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, deep cut, deep cut.
And I'm gonna hand it to him, and I'm gonna say, if he ever gets testy with you, just hold this up. That'll help.
Listen,
Oh, tell him he's also having wrinkles. That will really enrage him.
I will never do that.
Okay. Suggestion, whatever.
No, this is a matter of self-preservation. I will never do that. Thank you.
Leandros, we'll keep in touch. We'll do what we can, okay? But there are bigger things out there that want the destruction of this whole world.
You have plans. In all the stories, you've been the heroes. I hope to read more of those stories soon.
I bow to him.
He's very confused for a moment, and then he bows to you.
Try to bow lower.
Oh no.
Stands back and goes, okay. He's very confused, but he's worried that he's going to offend you if he bows lower. He's like, okay, yeah.
So that happened.
Anything else before I begin to? Because I got to send off in a moment.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah, I think the only thing left is to tell Narcissus and let him announce it to the people. That doesn't need to be an exchange.
And what was it? And meanwhile, so he gets to be king. Don't worry, it's going to plan. 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 There's a plan. It's going according to it. There's a plan, and we're doing fine. Everything's on track. It's fine. It's fine. Someone cast silence on me. And that is where we will end this session. Shameless to steal from Dimension 20, but I love that moment and I have to.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh man, we
Yes,
got out
ma'am.
of that, but there is some discussions within the group next session.
how are you guys feeling?
Good,
Fucking
I guess.
fucking Mel owes us big time.
Oh.
Emotionally
Jesus.
conflicted. We'll put it that way.
So conflicted.
I
Yeah,
don't see what
I-
the problem is. She's a terrible person. She deserved to die.
Tell us just of your character without telling us.
I
the
assume you're
specific
talking about the
character.
queen and not Mel, right?
That's right, exactly.
Yes.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Cal's not done with that pathway. We're just buying her. She's just buying time.
Yep. Agreed.
I loved this. I love this session. I was not planning to write Kyra out. I wanted her to be here for a while, but I was like, yeah, she can't. After everything she has, she has her agency returned to her, truly for like the first time in 500 years, and she's not going to use it to watch people overthrow kingdoms out of matters of convenience.
Yeah.
Like, so that was fun. We're in a new era. I've never run this moment in any tabletop group where the group is such a high level that I don't really have mundane ways of holding them accountable. Like, you guys can be defeated in battle, but like being held accountable for your actions day to day, I can't do that anymore. So it's really just how the characters respond to each other. Does anybody have anything they want to say before we head out?
You are guys are making Cray think. Oh my god, this is cool.
It was fun. It was fun. You guys are pretty great.
Accountability is for suckers.
Love you
All right.
later. See
Love
you
you, love you.
guys.
See y'all next week. Much love. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.